Next is the theory of Alfred Adler, who was born on February 7, 1870 in the village near Vienna. He is the son of Mr. Leopold Adler and Miss Pauline Adler. He died on May 28, 1937 due to heart attack. His theory is the individual psychology. Individual psychology. To Adler, people are born with weak, inferior bodies, a condition that leads to feeling of inferiority and consequent dependence on the other people. Therefore, a feeling of unity with others is inherent in people and the ultimate standard for psychological health. So, here are the tenets of Adlerian theory. The first tenet is the one dynamic force behind people's behavior is the striving for success or superiority. Second one is people's subjective perception shape their behavior and personality. The third tenet is unity and self-consistency of personality. The fourth one is the value of all human activity must be seen from the viewpoint of social interest. The fifth is self-consistent personality structure develops into a person's style of life. And the final tenets of Adlerian theory is the style of life is molded by people's creative power.
In the first tenets, individual psychology holds that everyone's life begins with physical deficiencies that activate feelings of inferiority that motivate person to strive either superiority or success. It says that psychologically unhealthy individuals strive for personal superiority, while psychologically healthy people seek success for all humanity. Early in his career, he believed that aggression is the dynamic power behind all motivation. Then he used the term masculine protest, the will to power of others. However, he also abandoned it. Next he used is the striving for superiority, the single dynamic who strive for personal superiority, and the striving for success are motivated by highly developed social interests, and each individual is guided by the final goal. The final goal is fictional and has no objective existence. It has great significance because it unifies personality and renders all behavior comprehensible. Each person has the power to create personalized fictional goal, constructed out of raw materials provided by heredity and environment, and it's the product of creative power, the ability to freely shape their behavior and create their own personality. The second tenet is that people's subjective perception shape their behavior and personality. This strive is not shaped by reality, but by their subjective perceptions of reality. That is, by their fictions or expectations of the future. The fictional final goal guides the style of life and gives unity to the personality. Fiction is consistent with his strongly held theological view of motivation. Perception needs not to be conscious or understood. They bestow a purpose on all of people's action and are responsible for a consistent pattern that runs throughout their life. Unity and self-consistency of personality. Here are the ways which entire person operates with unity and self-consistency. First is organ jargon or organ dialect. The organ dialect is the body's organs speak a language which is usually more expressive and discloses the individual's opinion more clearly than words. The second one is the harmony between conscious and unconscious action. Conscious is the part of the goal that either clearly formulated or completely understood by the individuals, while the conscious understood and regarded by the individual as helpful in striving for success. The fourth tenet. The value of all human activity must be seen from the viewpoint of social interest. So, social interest is a social feeling, a community feeling, or the attitude of relatedness with humanity in general, as well as empathy for each member of the human condition. A person with well-developed of this strives not for personal superiority, but strives for perfection for all people in an ideal community. So here is the final tenets of Adlerian theory. The style of life is molded by people's creative power. Their creative power places them in control of their own lives, is responsible for their final goal. It makes each person a free individual. And yes, creative power in those human within certain limits.